One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a team from the American, the UCF Knights, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Gators will boot it away to start the game. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the UCF Knights offense will get the ball first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and
spins away from one. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Knights in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Caught in the backfield, it's Irvin. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fakes to grab. Knocked down for the tackle. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They kick it away on fourth down. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. So the Florida Gators offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
The Gators will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14. There he goes. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Quarterback on the keeper. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that's Not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Knights want to pick up the tempo. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Got his man on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 6th play of the drive coming up. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Knights started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the red zone, looking for a space. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
That's caught. It's Irvin. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Knights need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over New Mexico. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Mayer. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They'll give it to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? They'll try the run. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And it slips just inside that right upright. And after the 3-spot guys, we're all tied up.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And here comes the offense on second down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And now on second down for this offense. Handoff from the gun. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Off-play action on first down. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Using the quick game. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Knights will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Reads it, fires complete. Breaks into the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gator!
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they put drives together like this. This could be a scary unit.
On to attempt the try. And they knocked through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Out of the end zone. Discards him with the stiff arm. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll start this drive with a pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge, the freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Give to the running back. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Knights send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Got his man. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Touchdown, Gator. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
They've been talking about this one all week inside the MAC, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. Buffalo was able to cap off a close one inside UB Stadium with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the MAC, and that certainly held true again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights decide to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Now the play fake. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And he rushes it right through the uprights. It's good from 59.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Here's the pressure. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give to the tailback. Spins away from the defense. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Wants to throw on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Gators can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And the returner will be dragged down. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He has the first and still on his feet. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
The Knights will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Oh, he's got a chance. He's loose. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in stride at the 15. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Gators are on the move. Off the RPO, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Florida. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score.
UCF 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun. Give on the inside. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Knights will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. got it behind the line. It's Mayer. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're dealing with a second and long. The play action fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. Punt is in the air on fourth down. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Here's a heat. Took a shot as he threw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. The Knights need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man to the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
Offside defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UCF! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Bangs it through for an extra point.
Guys, Washington State and UW have been battling for all the apples since 1963. Here's an update. Washington State answered the bell away from Pullman today with an impressive victory. The Cougars knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team.
He'll do it himself.
This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake up the Pac-12 standings.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Unloads quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Gators will line up to punt it away. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Off play action. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. But they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. 1 more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So 1st down will open up the final period. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Got it in the middle, it's Price. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Got it, looking for the 1st down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Quick release on the RPO. He's guided out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moffitt. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Trying play action. It's complete to the left. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They just keep firing. The sure hands, it's Allen. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. His field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. And it's right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the 1st down. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Irvin. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Turning it on. Made a defender miss. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the middle. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Look out, he's got room. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights!
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. USC is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 40 over New Mexico. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Mayer. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. On 3rd down, going up top. Finds his tight end. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. Makes the grab on the left.
And they're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Mayer. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Snags it over the middle. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The give to the lone running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.